I'm going to start today's message with a little story. A man was driving down a country road, and he saw an old farmer standing in the middle of a field country road, and he saw an old farmer standing in the middle of a field waving a pair of tweezers. The man slowed down and he said, "Hey there, mister," waving a pair of tweezers. The man slowed down and he said, "Hey there, mister, what are you doing?" And the farmer looked up and he said, "I'm looking, what are you doing?" And the farmer looked up and he said, "I'm looking for my place in the universe." The man rolled down his window and he said, "For my place in the universe." He said, "That sounds pretty deep. What makes you think you'll find it out here?" And the farmer said, "Well, this morning I found a dead bird in my barn." And I thought to myself, if a bird can die in my barn and nobody will ever know, then how do I know that I'm really alive? The man pondered that for a moment. And then he said, "Well, you're alive right now. You're experiencing life for a moment. You're experiencing life right now." The farmer said, No, that's not good enough. I want more than just to experience life. I want to make a difference. I want to leave my mark on the world." And the man said, "But everyone leaves their mark on the world. Every single person who has ever lived has impacted someone in some way. That's what life is about. It's about impacting other people." The farmer shook his head and he said, "No, I want to do something more. I want to be head. I want to be remembered. I want people to look up and say, wow, look at him, the great influence. Look at the mark he left on the world. I don't want to die and have people say, 'Who was that?'" The man leaned back and he said, "And have people say, 'Who was that?'" The man leaned back and he said, "Mister, I think you've answered your own question. You're not afraid of death. You're afraid, mister. You're afraid you meant nothing. You're afraid that when you die, people will forget you ever lived. You meant nothing. But here's the thing. Everyone dies and no one remembers them. That's just the reality of life. But you're forgetting something very important. Every time you tell a story, reality of life, but you're forgetting something very important. Every time you pass on a tradition, every time you impact someone's life, you're leaving your mark. And sometimes that mark isn't felt for decades or even centuries. There's a Chinese proverb that says, "The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now." So don't worry about whether or not you have done enough. Just do what you can right now. Do your best right now, because the legacy you're going to leave behind isn't defined by what you do now, but by who you are and who you're trying to be. And that's what makes you you. It's what makes you special. And that's what makes you worthy of being remembered. Because here's the deal. No one remembers who you were, but they will always remember who you are trying to be. So my question for you today is always remember who you are trying to be. So my question for you today is this. Are you trying to be someone worthy of being remembered? Are you trying to this? Are you trying to be someone worthy of being remembered? Are you trying to be someone who makes a difference in the lives of other people? Or are you just going through the motions, living on autopilot? Afraid to really go after it and do something great with your life? Let me encourage you to take a step back. Do something great with your life. Let me encourage you to take a step back and look at the big picture. Why are you here? What's the purpose of your life? What do you want to be remembered for? What kind of legacy do you live? What do you want to be remembered for? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Because the reality is, we're all dying. We're all going to leave this earth at some point. And the sooner we come to terms with that, the sooner we can start living a life that's truly our own. A life that's full of purpose, passion, and joy. Don't let fear control you. Do unlet the fear of death keep you from living the life that you were meant to live. Instead, let death be a motivator. Let it be a reminder that time is precious and should not be wasted. So go out there today and do something that scares you. Take a risk. Go after your dreams. And never, ever forget that you are capable of leaving a mark on this world that will last forever. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.